Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another episode review of Reincarnated as a Sword, episode 8. Now that we're all now have one more quarter left of this series, hopefully I would like to see a second season, because usually with Isekai series, it usually gets 2 seasons because, in another world, my smartphone, that's getting a second season. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, that also got more than another season, So with isekai, usually with isekais, it usually gets another season. So hopefully I like to see another one, So, but but if there is, I just hope if it does, I would love to see it. But get back with episode 8, where the whole cliffhanger left off with introducing with this blue cat for that scumbag vice captain, right? Which Fran was completely scared crapless because. Well, shitless saying, because this blue cat, which although it kind of looks like a wolf in a way though, but it's called a blue cat though. But this type of species, is completely killed a whole lot of Fran's race. Just enjoying this hunting Fran's race of black cats. So she's how this they're just completely savage and all that, right? And this guy, it was very satisfying when Fran just really got her revenge on this guy, because because now first this is the first time we see Fran just go when she has those scary wide open savage eyes, that's why she's she's dead on serious, now it's not fun and games, it's like a personal revenge, because this guy, including maybe other ones, who's killed so many of her kind. Because even Tormund's like, how many did you kill? And the guy is even saying 5, 6, 7, who knows? I've lost count. I take an ear, a tail, a leg. Tormund how much he's killed of her people. And just seeing it with this. But when I see that, make the thumbnail, you see she has those scary, revenge eyes that she has. Ugh. I was like, that's the first time you see that she's full on dead, full on revenge Fran, But yeah, you can see revenge Fran or whatever, but she's savage, but. She's full on dead on set and killing this guy, which makes it very satisfying. And even with teacher, him teacher being a good person also. But the thing is though, he was reincarnated right from his world as a sword, right? So he can't really force her all of his morals onto her though, but. Because he's been teaching her how to be a good person, right? Stuff they learn from his world. That's what I'm trying to say. Since he's from another world, and she was born in this world, So and she understands that from her point of view, from her that's how much of her kind, her people have been killed by these guys. So she really wants to get revenge, it is like revenge, right? Because how much this guy's tormented her people and killed a lot of her people, right? So he has to let go of his own morals to help Fran. So with her morals, so he allows her to use him to kill this guy, and. Despite the skills though, it's funny that because he says how many you killed, right? And it's and she goes, it's great. Now I'll have to kill you. Now I have to kill you with no hesitation. And it's funny when they're slowly clash swords, all of a sudden it's a cutscene away, right? Because that instantly already she already cut the guy's wrist off. And even the guy's the blue cat's huh, my sword, my wrist. It's how did he do that? How did she do that? It was an instant cutaway. Already, she's collecting swords. All of a sudden, just like a cut. Instantly, she already cut his whole hand off with a sword. And it's like, what? My hand, my sword, my wrist. It's like, how did she do that? And then she goes and stores the sword and his hand in the little storage portal, and it's like, well, I can't store all people in there. Just limbs will do. So just one by one, she's just cutting each foot off, and then the other arm off, and then when she's like, when she's getting those scary revenge eyes on her, and he's like, it's impossible. I'm a blue cat, basically, and then she just goes and cuts his head off, or I think it was like from this mouth, because she stuck the sword in his mouth and cuts the head off from that height. And even that piece of crap, blobby vice captain, right? He goes and runs away. The coward he is, and now feeling very satisfied now, and even when the guild, then she later goes and talks to the guild about another mission by taking on another dungeon, right? And he gives her some of the crystals that he stored for himself, right? And Fran, she's just like, it's funny way, like, oh, I can give you this, like, I'll give you a couple crystals if you do this, and Fran's like, not having. I was like, no, what? No, give me 10. Like 10? No, how about 4, 8, 9? There's like going down. Each one's like, how many for to get, and then they agree on going on 5, and it's like the guild's like, it's like surprised how much for a girl, how she's so hard to bargain for, right? And even like how he's making up rumors, like how he made her a demon because he likes little girls, right? He's making up these rumors like, well, because you're a little girl, that's why I make you a D rank. Even the guild master, he's funny as well. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, where this all of a sudden, after that conversation, this female elf, right, all of a sudden just bounces out of nowhere and goes and just like, ah, basically a big titty elf lady, goes and just like smothers her. It's like, hey, you can call me mom. And it's like, no, thank you. And turns out this girl this woman whose name is Amanda, she's despite her being a stalker, because she's like literally stalking Fran, right? Despite all that though, she's an A-ranked adventurer. She's an A-ranked. She is the top of the top though, because beside all that, she likes children. That's the thing. We get a flashback of saying that she ran an orphanage. She likes all these children. Like, she was like chosen by the gods, right? So even though, yeah, her intents are pure when it comes to children, how much she cares for them, and the children like her so much, But the thing is, though, she can be just going a little overboard, especially when she goes and stalks Fran at every corner, Like, he's stalking her when she's walking, or in the library, or when Fran wants to get cotton candy, she's there giving it to her, or when Fran wants to go take a bath, she's there in the bath, which is quite funny that when she's in the bath, Fran doesn't hesitate, just instantly just goes and fire blasts her. That was funny, Just no hesitation, nonchalantly just goes and fire blasts her when she sees her in the bath. And so Fran is not having none of this. She's not having it at all. She's just like, she's not having it at all. So it's like, please stop stalking me. I'm not taking none of your bullcrap anymore. So even back when she's talking with Nell, the woman who's the guild, who works at the guild, right? She works at the desk, from episodes before, right? She's talking to her, giving an explanation how, despite she's an adventurer, she's told by the gods, she loves the children, looking after them, Even other adventurers are sitting at a table, like, kind of like are afraid of her because she's an adventurer, and Amanda gave that sort of scary look to them. But despite all that, Fran's not having enough of it still. She's not having no bullshit of hers at all. And then back in her room, she's eating her curry, and she's even eating ice cream as well. And of course, still got the good father-daughter bond, right, with teacher and Fran. Even teacher's like, hey, don't talk with your mouth full. So So you still got that good father-daughter bond they still have. And then when she's going to try to take on this next mission, right? This next dungeon. And it's funny by the end. All of a sudden it cuts with Fran teacher fighting Amanda. So with that ending with that, it was like, wait a minute. All of a sudden they're fighting. So what's going to happen? What's happening now? Was there a misunderstanding, or Amanda just wanted to see how powerful Fran is, or she's just like, maybe just pretend to be nice, and really is a full savage though. But who knows? Because it's wait till the next episode though. Because all of a sudden it cuts to them, ending with them like, I think even the adventurers are like watching them too fight though. So why are they fighting? So whatever it is, what's wait till the next episode? It's like, okay, and so like all of a sudden the two of them are fighting. Like Amanda has like some sort of powerful whip, to as her weapon. So even despite all that, though, even though she has pure intent when it comes to when she likes children a lot, though, but things, she's just like being a stalker, all that fucking stalking Fran and all, and Fran wasn't having it, After she got her revenge on the Blue Cat who killed a lot of her kind, right? And now she's to deal with this stalker, big titty elf lady who likes children so much, goes be like obsessed, you could say. But all of a sudden ends with them. Also now Amanda's like serious now, just all of a sudden fighting Fran. So, but yeah, but it was good. But it was very satisfying to see how Fran got her revenge on that Blue Cat. Just being revenge, full on revenge, scary revenge, Fran. And I want her to kill the. If it was good to see her kill the Blue Cat, I wanted her to kill that idiot, that fat ass August, that vice captain. Who was so abusive with all those people. I wanted to see him friend just go and cuts his head off too. But no, we said he runs away. Then the guild was like saying like how he took some money and then left. Oh well, I wanted to see him get killed though. But oh well. But at least it was satisfying to see how Fran, first time seeing be scary and get full on revenge on this guy, on the Blue Cat was very satisfying. So, and now she has to deal with this woman Amanda, who was stalking her, and then all of a sudden by the end they're fighting. So, I have to wait for the next episode. So, yeah. So now we're one more quarter of this series left though, but it's been really a fun series. I've been really enjoying it. It's just the main focus was making this show work was because like the bond between teacher and Fran, like I said, it's a father-daughter relationship in a way. So like I said, and it's just been a very fun series. A 10 out of 10 for this episode it was, because it was so with that satisfactory with that guy, and then the hilarious humor with that Amanda. Just like how, like I said, in the bathtub, Fran also just nonchalantly just goes and blasts her with her fire. And she was just not she was not putting up with her bullshit anyway. But yeah, and just also just her bargaining with those crystals with the guildmaster. Even he was funny too, But yeah, this show's been a very fun series, and like I said, this episode has been really, I know it was a really satisfying episode. But anyway, that's episode 8. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode review, which is of Spy Family, and then see you in the next video. Later.